So I'm going to take the clip off. My idea is maybe to play with this here as I spoke before, working with this color. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip back to here. I'm just going to lay this on top of there just so if there is any wet section it doesn't stick. And I'm going to flip this page back over. And when I flip the page over, I am using this color, but it's in lighter value. Here's this little flip section that's right here with the number 2 chapter on there. There's some tea there. There's some writing. And all of a sudden I was like, oh, what if I take this now and slip that under there? Okay. And then look at this. And then I can put this and maybe do some stitching and let some fibers, attach. And we flip up and maybe do something here. I can add this image transfer of one of these leaves underneath there so you're seeing something. So all of a sudden this color was pulled back through in here with this. These are some of the things that I had started before. Just a couple of pages as we go. And then the inside page of this, I'm not sure. There is some gesso that's right there. We'll see how that all works out. Actually, let me hold on. Okay, I'm back. Here's a baby wipe. Now, it's not too wet, but there's some of this color that's left there. And so I'm going to take that and use the baby wipe and just kind of rub over this. So now I'm bringing this color in and then use the end and wipe off a little bit of it. So it kind of sinks into there. And I think there's some right in here. Maybe carry that up there a little bit. Okay, and just kind of look, it's yellow. More yellow, I can work back in there. Yep, I can even bring in a little bit in here. There, maybe a little bit there. That's how these altered books work, the art journals. Now, I don't have too much of my tea bags in here. I have the tea. There's the tea bag right there. There's the tea. Okay, and there's some more tea. And so now, some way, I might have to work with the tea or even the little quote that's there. And then if I flip through, I'm just showing you some possibilities. Back in here, I use the tea bag. So you don't have to use it all, though. It is a theme to carry through. And then I have the tea bags here. So this is a lot of spreads to work with. And they don't necessarily all have to be done at the same time. I kind of work through those. So it's just following your natural instinct. Maybe you like to work on it all at one time. I like to carry it through and see, how it just kind of relates to each other, on these pages. Okay, just moving along here, allowing inspiration to happen. Intuition, and I'm looking at this part here, and that, flipping over, and then putting this here, and something else up there. So in order to do that, I have leaves that I have taken photographs of and then shrunk them down on my computer. I have this circle that I was going to use before, and I have this here, but I want to make something different. I'm going to glue this down, and then I have my needle and thread. I'm going to sew all the way around here. What's going to happen is when I sew, you'll see the stitching on this side here, so it's going to change what I just did here, and hopefully it'll inspire new inspiration for that. So I'm not going to have you watch all of my sewing, but I am going to show what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get this to kind of glue down first. I could sew, but that wasn't the thought on there. Like I say, things change all the time. This is just using a gel medium. And then I'm going to actually just kind of off-center this a little bit. There. Just so that we see that darker value there. Okay, and then here, now I could glue this on, but I want to sew this on. And so in order to do that, let's get these little bits out of the way. Put them over here. And then this is a little quote here. I'll set that aside. So I'm going to take this and kind of turn that. And I'm going to clip it here right now, just so that it stays in place while I sew. Now I have a small little awl that's right here. You can use the regular needle, but what I'm going to do is, because these pages are thicker, I'm going to pre-poke some holes. Now, let me get my board. I'll be right back. Okay, here's the board. I'm just going to put this underneath there. It's a cutting mat, just so that I don't poke through the other side. Now, I want to get the circle here, so I'm going to have to be aware of that. And it's just eyeballing it. If you want to get precise, you can put a pen mark there. I'm just going in repetition. Not sure what stitch I'm going to use, but this way then I have it already kind of poked in there, and I can work with it a lot easier as I go around. It's a little damp. I can feel it. You know when you're gluing or anything you're working with, it may be dry to the surface, but here on this side, I got it closer, but it's damp, and that means that it's still drying. It's not, it's cold, and you can feel that coolness going through there. So that's there, okay. I'll do a couple of stitches, and then I'll come back and share that with you.